Double-click the island camera in the scene at a glance to open its editor. Rename it Main, and Enter or Tab to set the value. By default, perspective cameras are targeted with the target in the center of the terrain. Activate the island planimetric view and use the minus key to zoom back a notch. The main camera icon is highlighted in yellow because that's the component we just activated by opening its editor. Go to the main view and click the Move View button. Click and drags in the view will move the camera. Clicking outside the view turns off the function. Left-click drag left and right to move along the x-axis, and drag up and down to move along the y-axis, toward and away from the target. You'll also see the camera icon move in the planimetric view to the right. Right-click and drag up and down to move along the z-axis or elevation. With the targeted camera, all movement is relative to the camera-to-target line of sight. Click the Rotate View button. Left-click drag left and right will change the heading. Up and down varies the pitch. Go to the main camera editor position and orientation page, where you'll see we have a position section and orientation. Now watch the bank value back in the main, rotate, watch the bank value as we right click and drag left and right in rotate mode. And if we go to left click, left right, you'll see the heading change. Up and down, the pitch change. Select the Default View Position button on the title bar, and that'll put us right back where we started. Let's use another method to position a camera in a new location, and this is likely the one you will use to get the camera in the neighborhood of where you want it, and then you'll use this fine-tuning we just did to get it right where you want it. The camera is no longer active. You notice that because of all the messing around I did, my camera is in main target elevation as being active. Go ahead and click on the main camera in the scene at a glance. That will make it the active item, so we can control-click a new location. And let's put it over here a little west of where it is. So Control-click. And as soon as you do your Control-click, the value request box will pop up and give you the elevation at that point, and then let you enter in a new elevation, which is what we're going to do. 2075 will put us a couple hundred meters above the ground. And there we go. Still looking at the target. Let's rotate the camera to get a view, something like this. Yeah. This be a good time to save the project. Control S, save. Let's render a preview with F9. If you click on the rendered image, the lower pane will switch from the scene at a glance to the diagnostic data. The first item here is the component. If we click and drag on a terrain, you'll notice here I actually double-clicked and then opened up the ground editor. We'll talk about that later. So click and drag, there's the ground. Once I go over the sky, you'll notice that the component field shows island sky. There's ground, there's sky. If you can't see all 13 buffers, then click and drag this little center divider up and down till you can see them, because This is all information that we're going to at least briefly look at here. You'll notice right now, down here, this button, the RGB HSV button, is depressed. So that gives us the RGB HSV values of the pixels we're clicking on. Now we can switch over to another buffer or channel, for instance the normal, which is right here, and we get a different look. And what we're seeing is colors based on the XYZ normal. There's an illumination channel. You can see here the most shaded areas have the lowest illumination value, and the highest ones, the closest to white, have the highest values. And slope, right here. Again, high slope is white, low slope is low value, no slope, like the sky, is going to be black. When you're done playing with that, go ahead and put it back into RGB space, and we'll be back right at the view we started with. Okay, let's do something about the ground effect. In case that gray has been grating on you, go to the land cover task mode, which is the second icon up there in the icon toolbar, and expand our bold categories here.